Hello, scholars. Today you are going to be working on your rough draft of your opinion paragraph. Now, you can see that this looks like a really long opinion paragraph. I did fill a whole page because I skipped lines. It's important for you to remember to skip some of your lines in order to make it easier when it's time for you to edit, because then you can add in words you need to add in. And it makes it a little bit easier to see everything before you write your final draft, okay? So one thing we need to think about when we're writing this is that we leave space, okay, for the next step of the writing process that we'll be doing tomorrow. Then we also need to think about the first thing that we need to do is write a title. So if you look here, your title when you're doing a would you rather kind of piece can be your first choice versus your second choice. So our choices were, would you rather spend a day on a snowy mountain or a sunny beach? So I titled mine Snowy Mountain versus Sunny Beach. You could also title it Snowy Mountain or Sunny Beach, or come up with your own creative title. Another thing you need to remember right off the bat is that you need to leave an indent. Remember, this 2-finger space at the beginning of a paragraph is called an indent. Now, you might notice that I put boxes around some things in my writing because I need to remember to use time words or transition words to move my writing along so that people understand before each sentence what I'm talking about. So I say, in my opinion, to start. You don't have to start with that, but there were several examples of what you could start with in our video from yesterday's planning, okay? So I said one reason, for example, another reason, in fact, most importantly, what I mean is. So each time what we're looking at is we need a reason. This is part of our body, so it's reason followed by an example. Okay, so again, when you're writing a paragraph, it needs a certain organization. So really smart second graders are going to remember this from when we were in class. Every time we had a writing goal, we said we need an introduction, body, conclusion. In your introduction, you tell your opinion. You make it obvious. I'm about to talk about, do I like snowy mountains better or sunny beaches better? Then, in your body, you need to give 3 reasons and 3 examples to go with each reason. And when you end, you give a conclusion and you say your opinion again. You also need to make sure to give a call to action. So tell them, what do you want them to do now? What are you expecting the people that are reading this to be thinking now that they're done with your paragraph? Or what do you want them to do? Because remember, we're trying to persuade them. We're writing persuasively, and we're also giving our opinion so that they will agree with us or see our point of view. Understand why. Why do we like snowy mountains so much? Or why do we enjoy sunny beaches better? Okay, so then here, just want to point out for your body, you see the reason example pattern that was in your planning page. Reason example. When you actually get done with your paragraph, any good writer is going to read it over again to make sure that it sounds right and to make sure that you included everything you wanted to. So I'm going to read this so you can see an example of what your opinion paragraph should sound like. All right. In my opinion, I would rather play in the snowy mountains than on a sunny beach. One reason I love the snow is that my dog loves it too. For example, he will jump up and catch a mouthful of snow when I throw a snowball. Another reason I enjoy snow is that I can ski. In fact, I learned to ski when I was 11 years old, and I can zoom down the mountain now. Most importantly, when I'm in the snowy mountains, I don't have to deal with sand. What I mean is that sand gets stuck in everything when you play at the beach. And that was my counter reason, right? So I was saying why it's better than being at the beach. I was pointing out something bad that I don't like about the other place. That's a good idea, to be persuasive and convince them. Have I convinced you that playing on a snowy mountain is better than playing at the beach? I hope you can now understand why snow is better than sand. So this call to action part wasn't in your plan, so you need to add that at the end. Tell them what you hope they now understand. We're not asking them to come to the beach. We're not asking them to come to the snow. We're asking them to understand why we think that, okay? So go ahead and give this your best go, and I can't wait to see your paragraphs today.